Nobody predicted the internet. Like, this is an insanely different thing in human history that nobody predicted. That's very similar to the advent of the printing press or other huge technological advancements in humanity.
We're actually so incredibly early that we can't even fathom what this movement will turn into. In 2008, when the financial crisis hit, that was more than just a recession. There was really a crack that was revealed in our financial system. That was like the first time that people really saw that.
These insane asset valuations are not natural. They're artificial, and they come about from a broken monetary system.
The fact that you are focused on each month getting money, each month paying for my roof, that's sad.
If you crush the soul of the population and you surveil them and tax them to death, they're going to leave or just give up. They no longer become productive. We know and understand where this is going. There hasn't been a fiat currency throughout human history that has lasted for the lifetime that it was issued for. It always ends in hyperinflation.
I believe that we should ever have a good money again before we take the thing out of the hands of government. All we can do is, by some sly roundabout rule, introduce something they can't stop.
Hayek has basically been proven right, or at least that's what it looks like a lot. If you look at what he predicted, manipulating interest rates would do to the economy and what bailouts would have sort of a moral hazard effect.
I think you'd have to call Satoshi Nakamoto at least an honorary member of the Austrian school. And I'd say even a good student of Mises, because he tries to improve upon him on a quite complicated question.
Trump and Biden as our final choices for one of the most important jobs on the planet ever seems like a real loss to America. Quite frankly, there are many days where I wake up and I'm like, they all need to be fired. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. This would never work at any company. This would never work at any nonprofit, like in my world, where you're accountable to certain things.
The prosperity of a nation is the prosperity of the people. So if the people are not able to prosper, the country will fail.
Once you understand some of the technicalities with Bitcoin and the lack of risk associated with it, all of a sudden, in comparison to what's over here in the traditional finance system, on a risk-adjusted basis, Bitcoin looks like a far better option than what's over there.
If you do it yourself, you've got privacy, but it's all on you. It can be daunting to go, what do I need to keep and where do I need to keep it? And all those things, rolling your own multi-sig wallet.
Bitcoin transactions are always denominated in data terms, okay? So we don't care how much Bitcoin you want to send from one person to another. What we care about is what the data size of that transaction is going to be.
You only need 1%, less than 1% of the Bitcoin network that's using vented methane, and the entire network is going to be emission negative. 35 mid-sized venting landfills, that's all it takes. And so that's a bit that I'm absolutely most excited about.
They don't have to print money anymore, they just have to mine Bitcoin. And in doing that, they're just bettering their energy grids. So in a way, they continue kind of printing money, but they're not printing, they're just extracting it the proper way.
All you got to do to win is just do nothing. And it's not really always the easiest thing to do.
8 billion people can start to get richer and own a piece of something that is technically, ethically, economically sound and can last for the next 1,000 years. And I think it's wonderful that, again, it doesn't matter what religion or political affiliation you have, Bitcoin is neutral to all of those.
I think people are going to realize the source of a lot of their problems is the existing system, and they're going to start to see this as the alternative.
In the end, we're just talking about stories. That's how human action is so-called programmed. So those books have high Lindy effect. Let's take a Bible, for example, has been successfully used to program human action for thousands of years.
When you end up choosing morality and choosing other people who choose morality, and that morality is informed by intelligence rather than by someone else decreeing to you what's right and what's wrong, you end up with these things that money can't buy.
This isn't just about money, property, or currency. It's about forging a future where freedom, equity, honesty, and prosperity are accessible to all. Bitcoin stands to disrupt the traditional power dynamics in our world and reset the very base layer of communication that our global economy works on. It quite literally stands the chance to change the lives of every human on this planet. So whether you're a seasoned Bitcoiner, a curious observer, or somewhere in between, this series has something for you. Engage with the minds that are actively shaping the future. Embrace the knowledge that comes with learning about Bitcoin, challenge your perceptions, and prepare to be part of a movement that redefines the global economic landscape, propelling humanity into a new era of civilization. We'll be releasing these videos over 6 months, and we hope you'll follow along for the intellectual and spiritual journey that we'll bring you every week. This series is brought to you by Swan and created by Bit Intelligence. Remember to like this video and subscribe to both our channels for more videos like this every week.